Hello, my numbers! MN5102 has entered the lab, and I'm back with another Let's Play video. And today I'm on Train Sim World 5, and I just bought one of the DLCs, and it's called Thomas and Friends Adventures on the West Somerset Railway. So, let's get to it. So, you got... So basically, this game is an add-on, I know that, but basically you solve problems on you take on very sorry. There are two characters you could play as. There's Thomas and Diesel. So you start out with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, and then you got Diesel shunting the troublesome trucks. But anyways, let's get started. I hope this music doesn't get me copyrighted. Copyrighted. But anyways, I've already learned how to drive Thomas and Diesel, so we're gonna start right away with Thomas's arrival. All right, let's go.
Thomas's arrival.
Okay, look, there's Thomas.
It was a warm summer's evening on the West Somerset Railway, and Thomas the tank engine was waiting at Dunster Station. He and Sir Topham Hatt had been invited to visit the railway,
you know, it almost
and
sounds
were
like
on their way to Minehead for a big welcome.
I mean, dumpster. Yeah,
I can't wait to get to Minehead Station and meet everyone, said Thomas excitedly. You said you had a friend that worked on this railway, didn't you, sir? Yes, Thomas, I have, replied Sir Topham Hatt. Mr. Peters and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm sure you'll get to meet him once we reach Minehead. And I know he's very keen to finally meet you, especially after I told him how useful you are. Thank you, sir,
Don't worry about it.
puffed Thomas proudly. Although I do hope my branch line back on Sodor will be all right without me. I'm sure my passengers will miss their regular train rides. I'm sure your passengers will be fine, Thomas. There's no need to worry about your branch line, chuckled Sir Topham Hatt. I've arranged for Percy and Toby to look after it while you're away. Bertie said he'll lend a hand too. Thomas smiled, thinking about his friends back home. Right then, he continued. Let's get going. We don't want to keep everyone waiting. And with that, Sir Topham Hatt walked down the platform and climbed aboard Annie. Yes, sir, peeped Thomas. Minehead, here we come.
Okay, guys, after a cutscene over, put this down, and I'm gonna switch to the external view on the camera and zoom in for a bit. And we're gonna blow the whistle by pressing the space bar and pull the throttle so that we can go forward by holding down the A key. The level crossing.
I wonder what kind of jobs I'll get to do here, wondered Thomas. I do hope we get there soon. I can't wait to get started. Yes, it will be nice to finally arrive, said Annie sleepily. I don't know about you, Claire, but I'm rather looking forward to a nice long rest after our long journey here. Yes, Annie, it'll be nice to finally rest my wheels for the night. You should get some rest too, Thomas. You don't want to be tired tomorrow, do you?
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
But I'm too excited. There's going to be a party tomorrow night to welcome us to the railway, and I want to make a good impression and show everyone that I'm a really useful engine, especially as we've come all this way. We sympathised Annie. But as Clarabelle said, you don't want to end up being tired and running late on your first day. Despite his excitement, Thomas couldn't help but be tired too.
Aw,
It sounds like we're not the only ones who need to rest their wheels, laughed Clarabelle. Well, I suppose I am a little tired, he said wearily. But a good night's rest would be nice before we start work in the morning. The three friends continued their journey towards Minehead, and it wasn't long before they were nearing the station.
Minehead Station is up ahead. Yeah, take a look. See, look, there's Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. Oh, man. Now, oh yeah, and speaking of Thomas and Friends, Dovetail, the same creators behind the game, I mean, the Thomas and Friends Somerset Railway add-on, they're making a brand new, officially licensed Thomas game called Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor, and it's an open world game where you travel the island of Sodor, and you can play as Thomas, Percy, Gordon, Emily, and Diesel, and James too, because yeah, James is an add-on to the game. But anyways, we're approaching the station now. Okay, we're getting close. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to playing Wonders of Sodor when it comes out, because it's going to be coming out on Steam too. Okay, getting close. I'm going to switch to the free camera. I don't. Okay. Okay. Thomas is a little bit too far from the platform. I'm just gonna... Okay. Okay. Alright, now to reduce the speed, make sure Thomas slows down. And here we are. And we get some more cutscene.
As Thomas's train pulled into the station, he looked around and noticed a smartly dressed man standing on the platform. He wondered if this was Sir Topham Hatt's friend.
Oh, yeah,
when the man stepped forward and introduced himself. Hello, and welcome to the West Somerset Railway. You must be Thomas, the famous tank engine I've heard all about. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Mr. Peters, and I must say it's a pleasure to have you
Well, it's
here.
nice to meet you, Mr. Peters.
Thank you, sir, puffed Thomas. I'm excited that we have been given the chance to come and visit your railway, and I can't wait to get started. That's what I like to hear, said Mr. Peters. Sir Topham tells me you're a very hard-working engine, so I'm looking forward to working with you and making sure that you and all our visitors have a great time at the party tomorrow night. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt walked up. He greeted his friend warmly and started telling him all about Thomas. Thomas is one of the most useful engines I know, and I'm sure he'll prove to be a credit to your railway. That's wonderful to hear, replied Mr. Peters. I'm sure that Thomas and I will get on splendidly. Mr. Peters smiled and turned to the crowd of passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our visitors from the island of Sodor. Sir Topham Hatt, Thomas, and his loyal coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Everyone clapped and cheered, and Thomas looked on, feeling very proud.
And
But no one noticed that a familiar diesel engine was watching them from afar.
there's Diesel. Yep, there he is. Yep, there he is. Okay, guys, and that was Thomas's arrival. And here's our performance breakdown.
The devious diesel.
Let's start.
Early the next morning, Diesel crept into the station. He looked to see if anyone was around and saw that Thomas was sitting outside the shed dozing. He also noticed that Annie and Clarabelle were sleeping too. And an idea came to him. What a good idea, Diesel thought to himself. If I shunt those trucks in front of them, then Thomas will have to spend even more time getting them back. Thomas won't be a really useful engine if he's late. And on his first day, too.
Oh, Diesel.
Chuckled Diesel deviously.
You're one cheeky
I must
diesel
be
engine.
careful not to wake him, though.
Wow, you're one dirty diesel, are you? But anyways, guys, we're now playing as Diesel, the diesel engine now. Or devious Diesel, is what you guys like to call him. But anyways, let's get started by honking his horn and backing up. Level crossing at what bridge, like to call it. Okay, getting closer. The signal blinking white. Okay, it should be blinking green instead of white. But because green does do go. Okay. And we come to a stop. Now we're gonna wait for the signal to change from red to green, or should I say white? Because we can't pass the signal set to danger. Okay, the signal is clear. Now let's go get those chunks of trucks. Okay then. Troublesome trucks. Don't overshoot, don't overshoot, don't overshoot! Okay.
Let's see what Sir Topham Hatt thinks of Thomas now. And he whispered to Annie and Clarabelle. Sleep tight, ladies.
I love his voice.
And as quietly as he could, Diesel scuttled away.
Okay, and that was the devious Diesel. And next up, confusion and delay. And this is where Thomas awakes to the aftermath of Diesel's devious deeds, and we're going to put it right. Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay.
Thomas awoke, tired but excited for the day ahead.
Michael Brandon impression.
He looked all around the station.
Because
and
after
took
all,
in
my
all
name
the
is
new
Brandon,
sights and
and
sounds
Michael
in
Brandon
front of him.
has the same name in his
He
last
then
name.
spoke to Annie and Clarabelle. Morning, Annie. Morning, Clarabelle.
They're not beside you, dude.
But there was no reply. Thomas looked over and realized his friends were no longer beside him. Annie? Clarabelle? Where are you? He suddenly heard a chorus of voices from a nearby siding.
That's them.
Thomas! Bust my buffers, he cried. How did you get over there? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you.
Okay, guys, now we're playing as Thomas again.
It looks like those troublesome trucks are still in the way. We need to move them before we can rescue Annie and Clarabelle.
All right, let's get started. Come I on you. Contact the signaler first. Okay, he says proceed as signals indicate. Beyond the level crossing. Okay. Slow down. Brakes. Now, we're going to wait for the signal to change. Excuse me. Getting to the chosen trucks. The trick is not to go too fast. Slow.
You troublesome trucks are always causing confusion and delay.
Okay, denied. Wait for signal to change. I'm gonna go slowly. Okay, okay, now it says proceed as signals indicate. Let's continue. What about the rest of us? He said we'd all get out. I trusted that dumb truck. Oh, I know those dump trucks well. They're not easy to get along with. You missed it. Hey, I know him. Alright. Okay. Wait for a signal to change. Alright, the signal's changed. Now we can continue. Careful not to overshoot. Don't overshoot it. Slowly. And... Wait a minute. Oh, wait.
The track is clear now, so we can go and collect Annie and Clarabelle.
Good. That's very good. Now we gotta contact the signaler. Alright. Okay then. Gotcha. Oh, Penguin! Where did you get that train? You stole the train, didn't you? Slow and... Wait for a signal, and the signal's clear. Okay, I'm gonna zoom all the way back. Back up for a bit. Hey, I know him. Wait, do he is? Yeah, he lives in that house. Alright. Thomas! There we go. Yeah,
Hello, you two. It's good to see you're both okay. But how did you get here? We don't know, Thomas, cried Annie. Perhaps an engine from this railway put us here, thinking we were just ordinary coaches. That is strange, said Thomas, puzzled. Maybe it was by accident. But we can't stand here all day, he added. We still have a lot to do before the special event tonight, and now we're running late, so we need to hurry.
contact signaler. You were playing for it? Okay, we're gonna stop at the signal up here. Gadgetron. Say no to burglary! Alright. Hold on a sec. It's just not the same. I hope you didn't lose the race. Huh? Race? What race? Huh? What ads? The ads on YouTube. You broke what? Also, lose the attitude. You're making my customers look. Lose the attitude. You're upsetting my customers. Huh? Huh? Don't you give me that. You know what I mean? Also, lose the attitude. Well, you're making my customers. You're upsetting my customers. What customers? Those customers. You're upsetting my customers. What customers? The ones next to you. Huh? You're not surprised, are you guys? Okay, there we go.
Thomas arrived at the platform, and the passengers began to climb aboard Annie and Clarabelle. As he was waiting,
right there.
Mr. Peters walked up and greeted him warmly.
There's Mr. Peters.
Morning, Thomas. I hope you and your coaches are feeling well rested and ready for work. Good morning, Mr. Peters, sir, smiled Thomas. We certainly are, and we're looking forward to starting our journey. I'm sorry we're running a little late this morning. That's all right, Thomas, said Mr. Peters kindly. Just make sure you try and make up for the lost time. I'll try, sir, puffed Thomas. Mr. Peters smiled.
Even though his face doesn't depict it.
That's a good engine, he said. Our passengers are our top priority here on the West Somerset Railway, and we must do everything we can to ensure that they all have a wonderful time. Don't worry, sir. We'll make sure they all have a great time. That's what I like to hear, continued Mr. Peters. It looks like you're almost ready to go. But I'll be sure to come and find you later and see how you're getting on.
Okay.
And with that, he turned and walked away to attend to other things. Thomas was still waiting for the last of the passengers to get on board, and he was eager to set off. Luckily, he didn't have to wait for long. It looks like everyone's on board, called Clarabelle. We're ready to go now, Thomas, said Annie. That's good, puffed Thomas. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time. Diesel and the fireworks. Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself. So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
Started. First contact signaler. Proceed as signal from the Cape. Okay. Alright. Okay. Proceed as signal from the Cape. Now, just like the last one, this level is going to be pretty long, so stick along for the ride. No, I mean, sit tight for the ride. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Don't overshoot the marker. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, so I failed the scenario due to running the right signal. It said danger. But I was trying, but I missed the marker, and I'm gonna get it again. junctions can wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna come up to these. Okay then. Proceed as signals indicate. Slowly. Stop. Okay, this game is a bit laggy. Contact signaler. Okay, the signal is green. Right, that little hammer. I'm going to give that little hammer a piece of my mind, sir. I left it right here on this piece of track. Okay, guys. Looks like I failed to break in time, but we're gonna load to the last checkpoint and try again. What? No. I don't want the same mistake to happen to me. Slowly!
Soon Diesel had shunted the trucks into the platforms, blocking both lines and preventing the passengers from being able to board their train. Diesel looked back and surveyed his hard work. Let's see that bothersome blue tank engine be really useful now, he chuckled to himself. Suddenly the station master ran up. You need to get these trucks sorted quickly, he shouted. Thomas will be along any minute, and his passengers can't be kept waiting. But before he could say anything, Diesel raced away, laughing.
Oh, you jerk! You oversized lunchbox! I'm gonna give you a beatdown! But anyway, guys, that was Diesel and the Fireworks. I hope you enjoyed me playing Thomas and Friends. Jump into the West Somerset Railway Adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and remember, stay mighty. See you next time.